Hello, hello, and welcome as I bend my back and get ready to shovel another load of coal into the furnace in Perfidious Pete plays XCOM, The Long War. And lately, stoking the fire does seem to be about all the team has accomplished, spending mission after mission, hucking coal like Tennessee Ernie Ford on meth. But unlike Ernie, the 16 tons a day my team's been shoveling hasn't just left them another day older and deeper in debt. One, because Project Lazarus has been a little more responsible at the company store than Ernie and is making a little bit of progress with each and every mission. Two, because they don't have Ernie's crippling meth habit, which is why he owned his soul to the company store, because the company store stole meth. Which, as a company, pretty good business decision. If you can sell meth to your employees, that's a win-win. It's a growth market. And our progress, though, that's back to the point and off Ernie's drug habits. We have been making progress. Now, it's been subtle, sort of incremental progress, but we have been making progress. Very close to tactical rigging, plasma weapons coming on in 4 days, got firestorms in the work. We've got a lot of stuff coming together, and just like a good orgy, our project is about to bring several disparate parts to fruition simultaneously. Unlike the orgy, though, when Project Lazarus reaches its climax, it's going to explode in a violent wave of alien destruction, not a half dozen strands of useless ropey man goo. So we got that going for us. And before you ask, no, I have no idea how the hell I went from coal and Tennessee Ernie Ford's drug habit to orgies and man goo in less than a minute. I think maybe I had a mild stroke. So you know what? I'm gonna head up to mission control here, start scanning, and see if I can get this mission finished before the cerebral ischemia does irreparable damage to my brain. Arguably, the damage has already been done, and it's far beyond irreparable. Speaking of damage done, let's get some damage done to this small UFO that's coming in low over Mexico. We could send Buck Rogers up to pad his kill total. At 6 kills, though, I would be not enthused, but at least comfortable with putting Buck in a firestorm. And we're going to have not exactly a vast number of experienced pilots over South America. I think we're going to need to spread this magic around a little bit. So let's go see if Scorpion Obi here can get himself his 4th kill. Granted, yes, I know he's a belt made out of arachnids, and it's arguably the shittiest belt one could possibly make, but I'm sending him anyway. I don't care about his function as how well he works as a device to hold up one's pants. I care about how well he works as an interceptor pilot, which, let's say, you know what, as an interceptor pilot, he cut that one completely down to the wire, by the way. As an interceptor pilot, he's about as useful as a belt made out of arachnids. So I'm telling you, Scorpion Obi is maybe the one guy on our team who doesn't have an ironic nickname. They're like, man, that guy is fucking useless at the stick. And somebody else was like, yeah, he's as useless as a Scorpion Obi. And everybody else was like, ha ha ha, call sign. The birth of a nickname right there. So we have another small UFO, which I got to admit kind of fucking sucks. Riparian? Didn't we just do Riparian? I honestly can't remember. We've had so many small UFOs lately that I literally can't remember. And it's been a day or two since I played, so. The problem is, we need all of our top kicks still to go raid this base, and with our top kicks out of the mix, we don't really have what we need to nix these aliens out in the sticks. Who can lead? Well, somebody's got to lead the mission. We've got to have an officer. I don't really want to send any of these guys, not to a small UFO. Fuck it. I hate myself. I don't want to do it. I don't like doing it. It makes me feel legitimately bad about myself as a human being, and you know what? The one thing I can say about this choice, we can always spare J. Robert Oppenheimer. We can spare him. I give J. Robert credit where credit is due. We can always spare J. Robert Oppenheimer. It's not like we need him for something more important, because we fucking don't. Anything more important, we can't rely on him to do. So while I still regret making him an officer, occasionally, he's the plug in the bathtub drain. Yeah, it's crusted with mold and it's filthy and it smells a little bit, but you know what? Keeps the water inside, and that's really all we're looking for. I'm also thinking about sending Thomas Edison on this mission. Unless we have another scout who really needs psychic EXP or regular EXP, I don't want to send Ava Don't Cry Perone on a... Yeah, you know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to send Thomas Edison. Fuck it. Edison? Get your ass out there. You're doing this. This is a small UFO. It's time you start pulling your weight, Edison. I gotta say, you've been kind of slacking lately. Mission to kill ratio here has just about fallen under 2. That's sort of what we consider the mark of a quality trooper, is the 2. You gotta be able to hit the 2, and you have not hit the 2, sir. I could give you a chameleon suit. We can't give Thomas Edison, of course, a shadow device because he's not creative enough to have his own original ideas or thoughts and thus is incapable of employing psychic powers. We could give him bonus EXP to try to get him to max rank, I suppose. Let's do that. Probably as useful for Thomas as the chameleon suit, which is the other thing we might consider. So we're going to give Tommy here a shot. You know, Thomas Edison actually does have a pretty good aim. Let's just go ahead and give him a Gauss rifle. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Gauss rifle's good enough. Alternatively, we could give Thomas Edison an arc thrower. You know what? Yeah, I like that plan better, actually. Then we only need one assault trooper, which is good, because I think we're getting towards the bottom of the barrel on assaults who are not going on the base raid. Probably a better idea. What else do we need here? I don't want to send the mustache. Edgar Allan Poe is actually higher rank, but we're going to need the mustache for our base raid. Edgar Allan Poe could potentially lead another mission. Steve Lawsuit Jobs, I suppose, is an option. You know what? Let's send George Custer. We don't have a sniper yet. Custer also, apparently, at some point, I forgot to level him up. What kind of sniper are you, Custer? I don't even remember. You're a disabling shot sniper. You probably don't need Executioner, then. Let's give you platform stability. That'll be fine. That's got Custer sorted, and we need to sort his gear, however. I mean, we could give him a gun for him to shoot wildly into the sky, or possibly into the back of the head of his own horse. I mean, he did that. I'm not going to give him the horse. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the gun, Custer. You're going to bring your own fucking horse. You bring your own horse, you hear me? Bring in your own horse. Alloy bipod, high capacity mags, nothing fantastic. No horse either, Custer. Not giving you the horse. Gunners. Not the Iron Lady, definitely not Jane Sporty Austin. We could send the Baker. I want a gunner who has 2 shots and heat ammo. That's a requirement, which means, you know what? It's going to be Shock Attack Zulu. I would rather send Shock Attack Zulu than Marie the Baker Antoinette. Whoever we send, it's not debatable that they have to have multiple shots, either rapid fire or, well, I say rapid fire or double tap, but all of our guys have rapid fire. Illuminator gun sight, sure, why not? You're not psychically active, so we may as well give you the best possible sight, and then, I don't know, cognitive enhancer as well? Sure, why not? Get you closer to max rank. We'll give you the best gun sight and a cognitive enhancer. We want to make sure Shock Attack Zulu hits what he shock attacks. What are we missing? A medic for sure, assault troopers. Medic, engineer, and assault troopers. Alright, let's get the medic situation wrangled then. Could send Jesus. I'm actually tempted to send Jesus. Who's our next best medic? Mary Typhoid Mountain is a gunnery sergeant. She's also ready to go in the tube, though. But so is Ernest Shackleton. Jesus, you know what? I am sending Jesus. I could send Typhoid Mary or Sir Ernie. Well, actually, I could not Sir Ernie, but I could send Typhoid Mary into a large UFO. She has exactly the same abilities Jesus has, just a shittier aim. Alternatively, we could send... Oh, you know what? Are the Bobsey twins available? If the Bobsey twins are available, we're sending the Bobsey twins. Where's the other Bobsey twin? You're a Bobsey twin. Where's the other one? She's still in the tube. She is in fact... Alright, well, shit. 2 hours until we could send the fucking Bobsey twins. Can't do it, as much as I like the Bobsey twins. And also, how is that not a slash fiction that hasn't been written already? I mean, seriously, internet, you need to get on that shit. There needs to be some Bobsey twins slash fic coming at my face. Make that happen. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I am going to do it. I'm sending Jesus. Jesus is going on this mission. Go get him, Jesus. Go get him, Jesus. Jesus. Warrior for a better tomorrow. Also carrying a motion tracker and possibly thinking about a neuroregulator just so we could get Jesus to the point where we might jam him in the tube, but he probably will get 60 psychic EXP even without it. Not that sure there's anybody else we might rather equip with it now that I think about it, but couldn't hurt. Gunner. Engineer. Somebody has got to carry. Somebody's got to be able to carry a shadow device. I'm not going on a small UFO without a shadow device. I'm just not going to do it. Which means I need an engineer, but I also need that engineer to be psychically active. Is Marie Curie literally the only engineer we've got that's psychically active? No, we also have Louis. Louis is going to miss it. Fine. He's going to miss his slot in the tube, but it has to be done. All right, Lou. Aegis armor for you then, buddy. Let's get you a Gauss rifle because somebody who shall remain nameless, Jared Oppenheimer, has got your Gauss carbine. So a shadow device and some alien grenades for old Lou. Let's get him sorted. I'm sorry about the under-grenading Lou. I really am. I feel a little bad about it. Theoretically, the presence of J. Robert Oppenheimer should lend the cover destruction we require, but let's not count on it. We need at least one assault trooper. And I think in this case, we're probably only going to get one assault trooper. It could be the Speed Demon. It could also be Gunnery Sergeant William Shakespeare. Leaning towards Shakes. Oh, man, we're getting down into... Yeah, we're in Ghetto Town. So you know what? It is, in fact, going to be Willie Shakes. Fair William, don forth your armor and prepare to gird your loins and wade into the unrelenting tide of battle. Willie's about as ready as he's going to get. So that's good enough. Do I want to take another assault trooper then? Rocketeer, scout, sniper, gunner. You know what? Nah. Let's just get Steve Lawsuit Jobs on the job. Lawsuit, where the hell are you? There you are. Get your shit. Get the fuck out of my base. Before you file more frivolous nuisance lawsuits, just get your shit. Get out. Do we not have a Gauss rifle for you? Well, that's got to be fixed. Man, our equipment seems fucked up. Is it because we just have a really weird team composition? It must just be because we have a really weird team composition. So here's what we'll do. Alloy cannon then for Thomas Edison, because we only have one shotgunner, which is why we're short a Gauss weapon. Normally we take 2 assaults, this time not 2 assaults. We can make this work still. And nothing fancy here, just our standard garden variety scope and laser sight, I think. Or old Steve Jobs. You know what we could do, now that I think about it? What if we give Steve Jobs the motion tracker? Instead of giving the motion tracker to Jesus, we give him the shadow device, and then Louis Pasteur doesn't need to go on the mission at all. You know what? Yeah, I like that better. Then we can get a different engineer in here. Let's do that. Alright, so let's make items available. Jesus, pal, you are psychically equipped, so instead of a motion tracker, we got that shit covered. It's shadow device for you, man. You're going to be going with the shadow device. And then we can throw in pretty much any engineer we want. Not Napoleon, we don't really need him. Miyamoto Knife Man Musashi is desperate overkill. Radium Curie, Isaac Apple Newton would be okay. Is there somebody lower rank we could maybe bump up? Well, we could send old I get shot in the face every mission Gertrude Stein, but honestly, I think Gertrude Stein's face has probably absorbed about its limit of punishment. And I don't really feel good about throwing Gertrude into the fray once again. Let's give Gertrude's face a bit of a rest, shall we? And instead, what we'll do is just go with Gauss Rifle, Titan Armor, and we'll get Isaac Apple Newton out there instead. Kinda like that idea better. That's our team. Off we go. Small UFO. Not in the snow, because it's down in Mexico, but everything ends in O, which is the important part. A lot of rhyming coming out of me this mission. Maybe I'm turning into a freestyle rapper and I just don't know it.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
I'm as prepared as I'm gonna be. Strike One.
We're going
Operation
to be putting down
Hidden
in Mexico
Star.
for this mission. It looks like we got lucky. The alien crash site is in a remote area.
You know,
away from
lucky
any
Bradford
major
would have been
city
if this thing
centers.
had exploded in the
Get
air
down
and we
there
hadn't had to
secure
come on the
site
mission at
ASAP.
all. That would have been lucky, Bradford, but, you know, we sent up old Scorpion Obi there, and, well, expecting Scorpion Obi to actually explode a UFO, that's pretty dumb. That's like expecting to win Powerball. It's a bad bet. Also, don't put yourself in a situation where, like, winning Powerball is your one out, because you're gonna be fucked all the way. I'm guessing we came in on what appears to be the right side of the map.
Strike One is authorized to assault the alien craft.
Well, we're authorized. Are we equipped and capable of assaulting the alien craft? What did we come in the very back corner? Yes, we did. Alright, well, we just want to go up this way then, and we should be able to advance through the alien craft with relative ease. Also,
on the move.
Considering we're on the Riparian map, which I'm almost positive is the exact same map we played last time, we have basically zero opportunity of spawning a pod with this move, because there just isn't a pod over here to be spawned. So I'm just going to skirt up the side of this map at basically full tilt. Oh, Custer, might as well spawn. Custer's really slow. Edison, I don't even care about cover. We're not going to spawn an alien pod, and one, given our current position, I don't even think it's possible one could wander into us. So let's just haul ass. That's J. Robert Oppenheimer actually correctly analyzing the tactical situation and coming up with the appropriate solution. Has the world gone topsy-turvy?
Roger that.
J. Robert made a good decision?
Making time.
Ah, it's gotta be a fluke, right? So Isaac Apple Newton also making time. I'm not sure as far as a conservative acknowledged voice chat kind of thing, whether making time is exactly what you want to go with. It's like a Wing Zero sort of thing. Somebody set us up the bomb, make our time. You don't have a motion tracker. Lawsuit has a motion tracker. He's going to trigger it.
Will do.
He's also desperately slow, which is unfortunate. Let's move you up behind this tree. He's quick enough to get to full cover, though. So nothing, huh? Intriguing. So we can advance then. We can advance to this tree without really... Just throw caution to the wind, so... Fuck it. Caution. Airborne time. I'm throwing it to the wind.
Let's do this.
Sometimes you throw caution to the wind beneath your wings, but only if you're personal friends with Bette Midler does that actually work. Newton, I mean, we want you close to the front.
Moving on target.
Jesus, we'll just put you in Overwatch, that's fine. And what's that just leave us? Shock Attack Zulu. Where to put Shock Attack Man? I mean, arguably he should be around this tree, but we've already sort of fucked. And you know what? Arguably he doesn't need cover at all, so what difference does it make? We can put him wherever the hell we want. Fuck, we can just have him stand in the open and end our turn. We have no audio clues for aliens yet. Mutons in the ship. If by something you mean mutons, you would absolutely be correct. So let's go with another motion tracker here. I'm worried that there might be a pod right up in this vicinity, and also I'm worried that I might trigger said pod before we have good firing solutions. There's a meld canister back there we probably could have gotten to if I hadn't completely ignored it. Alright, well, it's time to shift the battlefield then, and again, no danger of spawning a pod here, we can just go, fuck it. I'm just gonna throw my hands up in the air and wave them around like I just don't care, because at this point, there really is no compelling case for me to bother to care. I can just wave my hands willy-nilly like this shit's a fucking Beck song.
Yes, sir.
This mission should have been called Operation Devil's Haircut. It's basically a Beck song. We should have just embraced it. We should have embraced it and taken it full force.
Got it. Moving.
So we're going to set up on this little ridge where there's some available cover and get ready to shoot down into the alien craft with some nice steady weapons fire. If we can capture one of those mutons, I would not mind capturing one of those mutons. So Shaka Zulu, let's put you up here where you'll have... You know what? Let's put you right there. Good. Hunker down. Get ready for next turn. So Shaka Zulu's firing position is sorted. You know what, Jesus? I'm actually going to send you back to go get the meld. You're fast enough to get there, and I don't really need you for anything else. Not this turn, at any rate. Willie the Immortal Shakespeare. Let's just bring you over here.
Will do.
That'll put you in a position where we could get you right up. Actually, we could probably do that this time if we wanted to. You know what? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's totally worth the risk. Those guys are inside the ship, so that's a safe move. Oppenheimer, there's nowhere good for you to be. I mean, that's not true. There is somewhere good for you to be, but that somewhere is not on the mission. It's where really I would have liked you to have been. We're going to do the same thing here with Isaac Apple Newton. We're just going to bring him over here and up because it's not going to trigger a pod and it'll put him in a position to chuck grenades into that ship on our next turn. Edison, I think there's no drawback to having you up here.
Already there.
Steve Lawsuit Jobs, I would like you in a little bit better firing position, but potentially one that doesn't also create a problem with aliens being active. So if we could move you up here, perhaps that would be useful. Oppenheimer, there is seriously nowhere good for you to be. I mean, literally there is nowhere even useful. I'm just going to stick you behind this log and have you study your weapon. And that just leaves the old general himself, so we're going to get Custer right up, I think, here. Looks reasonable, and we're going to have him study his weapon. Might be able to get a squad sight shot inside the craft for us. And I'm going to take yet another setup turn. There's an ethereal on the map. Yeah, there are mutons and ethereals, so that's fantastic. I'm excited about that. Love fighting ethereals, especially with a garbage water team like this. It's going to be real fun.
It's been secured.
Alright, 8 meld per can. The aliens have really upped their resource game then.
Location confirmed.
So Jesus H. Christ hustles and gets his way back onto the hill here. You know, things have not really happened. Historically, things on top of hills that have occurred have not been good for you, Jesus. You may want to Think about that before you go running up that one.
Got my eyes
I don't
on
want to see another Golgotha here. I really don't.
Overwatch.
Edison's on Overwatch. Willie Shakes. Can he see around the corner from there? He can, which we do not want. So let's just bring Willie Shakes over here. He's going to go in Overwatch. Oppenheimer, go ahead and study your weapon. Jobs, you might as well go on. You're an Overwatch sniper? No, Jobs is... Wait, are you an Overwatch sniper or a killing sniper? You are an Overwatch sniper. Overwatch for you, Shaka Zulu. Overwatch as well. We're going to chuck a battle scanner in this ship and see what's what. Honestly, I have no idea at this point where the enemy actually is either. So let's bring Thomas Edison over here. Okay, well, it's 2 outsiders. That's the only thing that's inside this ship. One of them is tooled up to beat the band. 28%, 43%. That guy's going to be very difficult to hurt. We could send Willie Shakes in. Willie Shakes, do you have close encounters or hit and run? I don't recall. You have hit and run. Okay. So, Sir Isaac Apple Newton, if we bring you around to this corner, you should be able to throw a grenade over here. No, don't go on Overwatch, Isaac. A grenade, sir. A grenade? Thank you. Really concerned with this guy's cover. I would like it to be destroyed. If you could make that happen, we're all going to be a lot happier. So 7 damage. That guy is now out in the open. That's bad news for Johnny Alien, because Shaka Attack Zulu here is going to light him the fuck up. All right, Shaka, get it done. Nice shot. You know, 50%. Shaka's 1 for 2. I suppose if he was in the majors, that's what, he's hit 500, I guess, so it's not all bad. Custer, this is your only shot, so you may as well go ahead and take it. 83% whiff, huh, Custer? Well, fantastically done. I'm not regretting bringing you suddenly at all. All right, so Oppenheimer has no shots at all. What can you do with a rocket, Oppenheimer? Anything? I mean, can you do literally anything? Good enough. It's not going to kill him, but it might do some damage, which is more than we could otherwise expect from J. Robert. Holy shit, it actually did kill something. I'm beside myself. J. Robert Oppenheimer shot at 1 unit and killed it in the same fucking turn.
I'm on it, Commander.
The odds of that are terrible. J. Robert Oppenheimer is an awful shot.
Heading for that location.
Jesus, we're going to bring you up here, put you on Overwatch. Probably going to have Steve Lawsuit Jobs. Either, why will you not go on Overwatch?
Overwatching.
Okay, suddenly you will. We still have the Immortal. Alright, well, Edison, why don't you go ahead and take the flush shot? I would like to move that guy out of cover if possible. Or you could just hit him for 2 damage and he will just continue standing in cover. I mean, that's the other thing that could happen. This may seem foolish, but I actually think this is still worthwhile, simply because this guy will be flanked. So Shakespeare's going to run up here, shoot this guy in the back. It's going to leave him flanked, which is going to encourage him to move. And we're going to suppress him with Steve Lawsuit Jobs. In the hopes... What? There we go. So we suppressed with Jobs, and if he moves to try to get away from the flank, Lawsuit's going to get a shot, and we might also get a close encounter shot from Sir William. Maybe that's not an ethereal, maybe it's a cyber ghost. Wow, Steve Lawsuit Jobs putting a thump down on that guy. He paid the ultimate price. The Lawsuit is not fucking around. That was a mighty beatdown from Steve Jobs. Alright, Jobs, well,
Good to go.
you can reload and be on Overwatch then.
Scanning.
Go ahead and reload. Custer, we're just going to take a little bit of a consolidation turn here, get all of our ducks back in a row. Also, I have to say, why do ducks only ever go in rows? I mean, I know when ducks walk around, they do tend to walk in a single file line, but... Does that mean we always have to put ducks in a row? What if there's like a free-thinking, good, like, sort of Dritsto-Earthen, I want to be a good-looking rebel duck who doesn't want to walk in a row? Why do I have to pigeonhole it? Is it actually pigeonholing when it's a duck? Does the term even apply? Can one pigeonhole a duck, or are you in fact duck-holing it? Why does duck-holing sound vaguely dirty? Probably because duck rhymes with fuck would be my guess. Maybe that's why duck-holing sounds dirty. Also, if somebody says, hey man, you want to go out and get duck-holed? Say no. Because whatever it is they're offering, you don't want any of it. I assure you, you don't want any. Let's see if we can find these mutons. This is like one of the 2 other places where potentially there's a pod spawn, so we're going to whip Thomas Edison's only battle scanner over here. See if we can get eyes on the enemy. We did.
Hostile spotted.
Somehow that activated them. Okay, well that's extraordinarily bad for us, because Thomas Edison's cover is going to get absolutely 100%, without a doubt, guaranteed destroyed by a grenade. That's very bad. Probably going to need some shadow devising here, I'm thinking. We do have a number of squad site shots. We're going to take whatever our best one is. Which is unfortunate, because it looks like our best shot is still fairly shitty. On the plus side, Shock Attack Zulu there. Punching above his weight. Oh, god damn it, Jesus. So we need shadow devising, and there's no shadow devising to be had because Jesus is a billion miles away. What can you do with the Shredder rocket here, J. Robert? Next to nothing. Can you do anything with a regular rocket? Basically the same, next to nothing. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. But you can command. If we were to move you to, say, here, we could have Jesus advance, you could command Jesus, and our assault team is suddenly no longer right in the middle of fuck central. I rather like that plan. So let's see how close we can get Jesus so we know where everybody else has to fall back to. Alright, Jesus, where could you get to? I mean, you could get to, like, right here. And the rest of the team make it over there. Willie Shakes can if he double moves. Isaac Apple Newton could also... I mean, he could get in the region, but no. Actually, Isaac Apple Newton should probably just fall back. He can get out of line of sight fairly easily. He may not need the shadow device. Let's just bring Isaac back there. Do we even need the shadow device, then, is the question. If we can get Isaac to safety, and we have a flank shot here, 100% can't miss on a Muton Elite. Custer's taken that 10 out of 10 times. That's a must shoot. Nicely done. 10 damage as well. Nice critical. George Custer has been on fire so far. What if we just have Shakespeare fall back as well? To, like, here? That just leaves Edison. No, because then Edison is completely boned. The shadow device has to go to save Thomas Edison, who's the only person who's indestructible cover. And if we're going to use it in that fashion, we should at least try to get everybody... Alright. So Shakespeare... Willie Shakes is going to have to double move, which sucks, because it means he's going to have to forego his turn. It's got to be done, though. So Lawsuit, would we be not then to our advantage to have Lawsuit move? No, because we could get Overwatch with Lawsuit. Except this guy might be able to throw a grenade at Steve Lawsuit Jobs if he has Bombard, which at this point I'm going to basically guarantee that he has. So let's bring Jesus up here. I'm still trying to work out how this actually all goes down. And I can cover... Okay, I can cover everybody. Alright. Nope, don't need to do that. Okay, so Steve Jobs we can bring to here. He'll be inside the shadow grenade and probably also be able to get a shot at something, which is fine because we don't really want Steve Jobs on Overwatch here. If we put him on Overwatch, he could reveal himself. Let's just go ahead and take a shot here. It was pointless, but I mean, we had bullets in the gun. We might as well use them. If we're going to be up here, we might as well have Isaac Apple Newton also in the mix. If we are going to still have to use the shadow device, we might as well get it as reasonable as possible for as many people as possible to take advantage of it. J. Robert, I think we'll just have you study your weapon. I'm assuming these mutons are going to come forward, and that just leaves Elvis, who is going to drop the bacon saver. So let's get a little baconator up in here. Shadow device, save my bacon! The bacon has been rescued from peril, and now it's just up... Oh, fantastic. There's a cyber disc back there. Because we weren't at all completely right in the middle of something. Goddamn cyber discs, it's like I just sat down to take a bath. These guys just can't not... Oh, shit. Well, that's real bad. That's gonna uncloak us. Oh, fuck. Well, you're shot. Like, all of the shot. You double moved? So are the aliens just going to ignore him because he's visible now but wasn't visible at the start of the turn? No, they're absolutely not.
Taking fire over here.
I don't think these two combined can kill him. They can hurt him, but he's unlikely to die. Yeah, we're gonna get... Well, never mind. He's totally fucking screwed. He takes another 9 damage from this guy. He's fucking dead. He's fucking dead. God damn son of a... Oh, I can't... Okay, never mind. I got double move.
Multiple contacts.
Yeah, we're still completely fucked. We're right in the middle of a you die sandwich. Stealth mode seekers as well. And suddenly the cyber disc is fucking invisible. Okay, that totally makes sense. Well, this is real bad. This situation is completely and totally 100% fucked. Custer has got to move. He can't stay where he's at. So how do we dig ourselves out of this hole? Also, how badly specifically were you injured, sir? Actually, Shakespeare didn't take real damage. We have to be in cover at the end of this turn. Have to be in cover. Do these guys have close encounters, is the question. Why do they have elevated ground? An enemy unit has elevated position and can see this unit. Oh, it's the penalty. Okay. Warheads, bombard, grenadier, suppression. Okay. These guys do not have close encounters. That's fine, then. We need to get Willie Shakes to cover of some variety, and he's just going to shoot some of them twice. Right, so Shakespeare, go ahead and crack this guy open. I'd love to throw a capture attempt here. We're just not going to be in range, and we need the damage. 18 damage critical, by the way, was fucking amazing. Holy shit, you shoot Shakespeare, you pay the fucking price. Willie Shakespeare putting some goddamn punishment on our foes. That was pretty impressive. Studying our weapon for Oppenheimer, because we're gonna... I can't believe I'm saying this. We may have to rely on one of Oppenheimer's rockets to help keep us safe. I know, I'm as shocked as you are that I said it. Trust me, I'm completely flabbergasted. I can't believe I said it, but it's still true. Edison, you can completely obliterate this man. Go ahead and do that. Nicely done. And you are in the zone, which is intriguing. 69% on a flush shot, absolutely take that. If you can push that guy out where somebody else can get a shot at him, that'd be wonderful. Alright, Lawsuit's gonna have a shot. Jesus actually has a shot, but no. Jesus, you're gonna come over here for a moment. You're probably gonna, in the long run, Jesus, wind up healing someone. Lawsuit, let's get you over here. 57% is not good enough, but we do have Isaac Appleman Newton ready to deliver an apple for us. He's gonna go ahead and drop an apple right here in this gentleman's cart. Fresh from the farmer's market.
Special delivery.
Fresh from the farmer's market. Yeah, you're fucking dead then. 7 damage. Lawsuit Jobs is not gonna miss this guy out in the open until he, of course, unfucking believable.
Missed.
Yeah, you sure did. That's real bad, actually. Jesus, 87. What's your mind fray like, Jesus? Better? 62. All right. Well, I was gonna hope to have Jesus heal, but thanks to Steve Lawsuit.
Adjusting my sights.
Yep. Jesus saves, folks. Jesus saves. Everybody else is taking damage because Jesus was the only one who made that save. Also, what the fuck was that, ladies? And yes, I use that term disparagingly because I gotta say, our female troopers, if we had one on this mission, they'd be doing a fucking better job. There's also still a Muton over here who we have no way of dealing with now, and he has Thomas Edison flanked, and there's literally nothing we can do about it.
10-4.
George Custer has to fall back. He can't stay where he is, flanked by a cyber disc. He'll be killed. So here comes a drone. We're gonna get another drone. This guy's gonna fucking ruin somebody's shit. Probably Thomas Edison. Yeah. 11 damage critical. Fantastic. Edison should be stable-ish. I don't think that punched his armor. If we get Titan armor damaged on this mission, oh, that's gonna be real bad. Okay, someone needs to go kill this man. Please, someone go kill him. Who can you see? You can only see that guy. Shit, that was Newton. Okay. Alright, well, Newton, let's make sure that doesn't happen again. We can at least put you in cover and probably destroy this guy's cover, which will give Steve Lawsuit Jobs a slightly better shot. Good enough. Lawsuit should be able to close this out.
No.
You know what? Panicking is probably the right move there, Sir Isaac. It really is. It's the smart move in this situation. I honestly applaud you for panicking. It was the right decision. Shaka Zulu is the only man who can see anyone. That is not good for us. Also, Shakatak Zulu has to move. Oh, we're in a real fuck sandwich here. I need Shakatak Zulu to be able to shoot at the cyber disc. The problem is, there's nowhere we can put him that has decent cover and also is going to get him a shot at the cyber disc. Somebody has to kill this Muton still. Also, someone? Willie? It's probably going to be Shakespeare, I guess, because he's literally the only guy who's going to be able to get into range. And he's going to have to run and gun to do it. Jesus can't see him. Edison, I mean, you could go throw a desperation shot at him, I guess.
Move
Okay,
into
let's see if
position.
Edison can kill him with a flush shot. If Edison can kill him with a flush shot, this will save us a lot of trouble. Edison?
Rousted him out.
There you go. Okay, good enough.
On reserves.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not really going to be doing a whole lot of shooting this turn anyway, so it's Overwatch for Willie Shakes. You know what, J. Robert? Now's your time to shine. There are 2 drones over here. If you could kill either or both of these 2 drones with a goddamn rocket, I would appreciate it. Unbelievable. J. Robert Oppenheimer actually did something positive. Holy shit. That's 3 kills for Oppenheimer in a single mission. That may be his greatest performance to date. 3 kills in 1 mission. I'm beside myself. The world has gone topsy-turvy. J. Robert Oppenheimer actually did something good. I have no idea what to think about. I mean, this has completely unseated me.
Put a plaster on it.
I'm unfounded. I'm adrift in a sea of chaos. I'm basically Ozzie Smith after he fell down the hole when he went to the Springfield mystery spot. That's me right now. Like Ozzie Smith at the Springfield mystery spot. Cool. Here comes the cyber disc. All right. Please be somewhere where Shaka Zulu can shoot at you. Please don't murder someone with a grenade. Somebody's getting murdered with a grenade. All right. I'm glad I healed, because that keeps it on armor damage. Also, these guys are still in both full cover, so that was respectively minimal damage from the cyber disc, all things considered. Thanks for whimpering there, Newton. Good work. This guy's 50% to hit from here, huh? 50%. Why, specifically? Evasion, bombard, heat ammo, death blossom. He has damage control. Well, we're fucked. I honestly don't think we're going to be able to hit this guy. Rapid fire does give us a penalty. Flying target minus 3. Well, Shock Attack Zulu, this is do or die for you. You really need to hit probably both of these. Oh, thank Christ.
Down.
That guy had damage control. If we had not gotten back-to-back hits there with Shaka Zulu, we would have had a legitimately difficult time hitting that man at all. That cyber disc, we probably wouldn't have had enough damage from the rest of the team to bring it down. As it is, I think that's into mission. Nope, there's still at least 1 drone somewhere. All right, well, Edison, why don't you get to some better cover and go on Overwatch?
Move into Overwatch.
Shakes, I think I'm going to bring you up here.
My way.
And you're going to be on Overwatch. Oppenheimer, you know what? Steady that weapon. Just as long as you can stay in one spot and steady your weapon, occasionally you're remarkably useful. Well, I say remarkably useful. You killed 2 drones. For you, it's a fucking titanic improvement, because you're you, J. Robert Oppenheimer. For anybody else, it would be a shameful performance, but for you, it's basically magic. It's like you fucking took off your hat and yanked a goddamn rabbit and a stripper and a line of blow out of it. That's the equivalent of what J. Robert Oppenheimer has just done here. All right, Overwatch then for Newton.
Oh, yeah.
Evanson's gonna reload. I think Shakespeare's just Overwatch. You know what? Yeah, nothing fancy here. Where is the drone? It's gotta be, oh, it's a Seeker. There's a Seeker left. That's what it is. All right, little autoerotic asphyxiation play then for our boy. That's fine. It brought the Seeker out. Willie Shakes can just walk over here and put a gun in its mouth. It's gonna be dead. Everybody's gonna be happy. George Custer will have gotten to experience the joys of autoerotic asphyxiation for the first time. So, I mean, there's that. We're also gonna miss wildly. J. Robert Oppenheimer won't be able to do enough damage to actually bust this guy free. And Custer winds up a strangled heap of death. This is going fantastically, guys.
Solid
Yeah,
copy.
good job so far. Everybody's doing real good. Real good. You can't see the unit from there because reasons, I guess. All right. That makes absolutely no sense. Shaka Zulu, of course, can't see it either, which means George Custer's probably going to wind up hospitalized. Fantastic. You can't see it from there either.
Move into Overwatch.
Ah, line of sight is a thing in this game that totally works and makes 100%
position.
complete sense. It is a very transparent mechanic. This is not good. No surprises there. Edison, I guess we'll just have you run over here so somebody maybe competent can put a shotgun in this thing's mouth next turn. I'm guessing, Zulu, you might as well just hunker down. There's really nothing you have to offer here. Oh, you know what? Go ahead and reload. That's the most use of your time. Just go ahead and reload right now. That's totally fine. This way you have plenty of bullets so that you can actually 40% to hit it. Actually kill this thing, maybe? Alright, well.
Operational
Give
objectives
Shock Attack
complete.
Zulu a lot of grief, but honestly, he's probably mission MVP there, because he hit every single shot he took, I think. Some of which were absolutely necessary to hit. Oh, that was a bad mission. It was not good. Then again, it's not like we had the world's most stalwart team, but still, that was a bad mission. I'd say we're going to miss George Custer in the lineup, but we're not going to miss George Custer in the lineup.
Please express
Doesn't
my
matter.
gratitude to our troops, Commander. In recovering additional meld from the field, they've provided
is
a
this the
means
thing
for
we're
us
really
to
caring about?
expand our development programs.
I mean, I usually get a little salty when Dr. Valen's like, oh, you brought back so much meld, because, I mean, you know, we have hundreds and hundreds of the shit that's going unused. Dr. Shin, I'm willing to cut a little more bygones on, because Dr. Shin may not legitimately remember that we actually have any meld. The guy's brain is riddled with Alzheimer's. He may have just forgotten. So he at least has an excuse. It's going to give him some grief, but you know what? He's sick. I'm going to cut him some slack. I'm also going to sell 60 credits worth of shit we don't give a shit about and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more XCOM doing things you don't necessarily give a shit about, might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.